What's up, gang? How everybody doing? Hi, y'all. We back. We back. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to the new notification squad. And shout out to the Paya unit that stay up to date. Yeah, gang, we got to talk about Kenneka Jenkins. Because, when I was going over the Quilla autopsy report, I started thinking again. And I was like, well, one thing I learned about the Kenneka case that we can use to our advantage that in her autopsy report, they got the time of death on hers, even though it's falsified. But autopsy do got to put out some kind of time frame where she could have possibly died. You ain't got to have it correct on the dime, but you gonna have to have some kind of time range. When I looked at that, I was looking at Kenneka autopsy, and we know her autopsy is falsified. Now we have seen the pictures. Now check this out. We know she been in a fight, right? We know she been in a fight, just like Shanquella was in a fight. We actually get to see the Shanquella fight, right? Not the whole video, but at least we saw some of it. At least we saw some of it. And the room was there was the family was hearing about a fight. The autopsy proved it. So it ain't no more conspiracy on that part. I wish it would have been the same for the Jenkins. Cause y'all wanna know why? Now look, y'all check this out. I've been digging, I'm digging into it. I had to go back a little investigation just to keep my mind fresh on that case so I won't forget things. So something told me to go on 54 Keys video because 54 got a good way of breaking down the Kenneka Jenkins case. So I went to her channel, right? And I found something very interesting on her channel because she got the video, right? And I don't know where she get her live from, but she got TY live. I'm gonna show it to y'all. Now look, everybody know that Mariah is in that room, right? Mariah's in the room. Everybody know this. She's sitting in the corner in the chair. And I always wanted to know why would TY would film only Kenneka and her? Like it was finna go down. Check this out. This live video game, what we seen, I ain't even know it was a lot of people watching this shit. But look, somebody knew it was finna go down for this reason. Watch this, cause they was talking about it. Look, watch this game. This the video. Boom. Look, there go Mariah in the corner. They playing it off. Right? They playing it off. But he don't show Kenneka on that side, right? Cause he finna start doing a lot of phone flipping. So it's a reason why he didn't capture Kenneka at that particular time. To keep this in mind, this is my point. We focus on this time when this video was shot. And we know it was round about 12 something. Watch this. Watch this. There she go. Boom. Over there in the corner. Go Kenneka. Now see how the phone just instantly flipped, right? Check this out. There go Kenneka, watch this. Look who at the door. Irene. It's Irene at the door, gang. It's Irene at the door going to talk to the manager. Look at TY face. He already knew. Oh, finna go down. Watch this. And I was like, what's about to happen? Because I told you, I was like, man, it looked like Kenneka wanted to get out that room because when the door opened, she heading that way. Irene leading the way to go talk to the manager outside the room, right? Watch this. Check this out. Boom. This the live video. And they was texting on the same live video. And look what they was saying. When? We ain't nobody fighting. Question mark. When Florence made her walk off. So who is that? Now keep this in mind. You got people tagging people in this video. And watch this. Not only this, and you almost got 700 motherfuckers watching this shit, Jack. Everybody was tuned in. What finna go down? It's 700 motherfuckers there. So what that mean? Cause this is cause what you think about TY Live was at 12:24, right? Going on 1 o'clock. So they already talking about somebody make a Kenneka walk off cause you got Mariah talking about who? Bitch, I ain't trying to fight her or what you hear that at or something. It was something. So look, watch this. Who is Killer? Why he just coming around about now? So that means Killer. Look, that means look. That means when they first arrived at 12 something. He arrived at 12 something. Not even 15 minutes later, TY and them showing up. So, so they'll be right at 12 something when everybody in the room and buck jumping on camera to make the party look like it was cool. But now since I seen this, they was already talking about the fight. Oh, gonna be a fight, or it's a fight about to start. You got 700 motherfuckers gonna watch this shit. See what I'm saying, gang? So we ain't in a dog on what's really going on with Kenneka. She was a fight. Now I understand why when we was seeing Mariah over there in that corner, they was texting each other in the room. Everybody was texting each other in the room while Kenneka didn't even have her phone. Couldn't even get on her phone and see what they were texting and all of this. That's why when Irene went live, right? Look, this after TY live, right? This after TY live. So TY live like 4 minutes long, but it's really longer than that. Somebody recorded the video and it just cut off. You know what I'm saying? I guess they just stopped it right. Check this out. Now, one something, now you can understand Irene live video, right? And listen to what she said right here.
I just. It's you? Somebody come, they got an Android. Yeah. It's you?
Now, somebody already requesting the ambulance. You know what I'm talking about? So look, let me go to the park right here.
I just get
No, tough shit all night.
what to get to it. Hello.
No, tough shit all night.
Hold on,
What to
y'all.
get to it. Yeah.
It's you?
Wait, I just get through this.
No, tough shit all night.
What to get to it.
All that shit.
Hello.
You think she crazy?
Parking in. If somebody else parking here, y'all just gotta let them do y'all shit.
Now look,
You look pretty. Happy birthday.
that's how Kenneka finna end up outside. Cause when they were talking about fighting and all this, now they gotta get Kenneka outside. Now, you know what I'm saying? You got people in the parking lot waiting in case she, you know what I'm talking about? We know for sure that she don't know what time. We in the same time frame to be now. But watch this.
Thank you. That is how my kids. I told you. What you saying over there, Slick? What you say? What you say, Gail Smart?
I really need the weed, bro.
Listen to
Damn, I
this,
just
man.
got the weed. Let me see who you talking to. It don't matter.
Listen to this.
I'm putting my face in it. Did you put any E-Force in it?
E-Force.
I'm putting my face in it. Did you put any E-Force in it?
E-Force.
I'm putting my face in it. Did you put any E-Force in it?
So I always want to know what the fuck is that? If they talking about putting in E-Force and stuff, so I looked up the drug E-Force. So when I looked up the drug E-Force, right, it's a energy support. God damn, it's an energy. It's like if they were gonna drug that girl up, they were gonna give her some of this stuff. You know what I'm talking about? I guess to give her more energy or some kind of stamina or something. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know, gang, but I was looking in this. This shit increase energy, stopping the symptom of stress, shocks, all this. I'm like, what's E-Force? It gotta be drug prescription. If she's saying that you put E-Force in this. So when she said those that word that I'm taking that as like something like this. And they giving that girl a I'll take okay. I looked up so I was looking up you cannot any kind of like the ingredients. I was trying to look up the ingredients, see can I autopsy and find it. I don't even know if this she could have said M4s, I don't know. I looked it up too. It's all coming. When I looked it up, it's all coming back to prescription drugs. You know, it's like similar to this shit. That's why I just screenshot it, hoping somebody can share more light on it. Time out. So I looked this up.
X-Forge.
X-Forge, right? Because I'm trying to comprehend what she really was saying. So now looking at this a muscle relaxer for your heart and blood vessels. So whatever she said, it's got to be a drug like this. Now I can show y'all more, but check this out. At 12:20 something, right? His live is 4 minutes long, so we're gonna calculate 4 minutes from 12:25, 27, 28. Meaning that his live will be cutting off at 28. That will explain why Irene went live at 1:36. What happened after that, I don't know. Cause when we go to look at Irene video, and we just seen TY live, and they was already talking about the fight, and this finna be somebody, you know what I'm talking about? Somebody in the shake something. Now I understand why Irene her would look like.
Charlotte Weekend's connection. Hello.
And that's one of the main reasons why they didn't want her to have her phone. But you got people going live. Check this out. You got one live, right? And I believe this probably why they ended some of the videos. People got to sharing. People got to sharing the video, and they think those numbers go up, and they like shit. So we already know it's plenty videos all day phones. And it's another thing. If Kenneka wasn't in no fight, explain this to me right here. Right? Check this out, gang. Check this out. Man, I'm finna show y'all serious of foul play. Watch this. Y'all see what's going on? What's strange about this picture? I'm gonna show it to you. I never caught on to this till today. I was like, I got to share it with the. If y'all see Kenneka leg with the shoe on it, look at that leg. Now tell me, do her leg look like her knee is out of place? I believe this man got this evidence trying to cover up that knee. Put that lip gloss. Look, look at her leg right here in the area where her knee is. Now y'all see that? Now tell me, look, what else I'm finna look at her knee. It don't supposed to be like that. It don't, cause if you look at her knee on her other leg, look how it's still, you know what I'm talking about, still intact and it's still on. This leg over here look completely different from the other leg. But check this out. If you look at both of the legs real closely in the center part, right here, I'ma trace the line. This shit look like it's Photoshop. Cause look, watch this, boom. Boom. Look. It's like when you get up right in her, you can't tell if it's the back of the leg or the beginning of the leg. Now, it looked like this was Photoshop. Somebody tweaked this a little bit. So, and it's another thing I point out. If you look at the line I'm tracing on her leg. Boom. Then look, boom. Then come back down to right here. Come on, gang. It's Photoshop. It's Photoshop right there. See what I'm saying? Now look, just trace this line coming down. But once you get right up in her, you got a big old bulge on the back of her knee. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. Everybody knows she ain't walk in there. This the whole point of me proving it. Cause I don't see why people still on that. Like, she didn't walk in there alone. Watch this. I'm gonna show you proof that she walked in there. Now I'm finna fuck this whole case up. But y'all remember this? Watch this. I got the key card report. All this shit finna match up. Look, gang. I'm finna go to her. Go to my history. And I'm gonna go right here to the autopsy. And I'm gonna show y'all this. I'm gonna scroll down all the way down to the. Now look, y'all see what this say? The body was not frozen. That's your proof right there to stop saying she didn't freeze to death. She was never frozen. Watch this. But look at the temperature, right? They said the freezers were empty. Temperature within the walk-in freezer, 34 Fahrenheit. Watch this. That is not no freezer. That's a cooler. And I'm finna prove this just by pointing out this little flaw in this paperwork. How you gonna be in the freezer and then freeze? And why would the freezer be at 34 degrees? And it's supposed to be at zero and negative, right? 34 degrees. They said the reason why she was 34 degrees approximately after 2 hours of discovery. Note the doors of the cooler and freezer had been open for approximately 2 hours. When the temperature was recorded, she was in the cooler downstairs in the lower level kitchen downstairs. So, this what I'm finna tell y'all. The video of them showing her walking back there, I believe they use a green screen for that part. Cause now I was looking at videos and I was thinking about shooting me some videos. Equipment and stuff, but I was shooting me some good movies and shit. I was looking and I said, why in the fuck I didn't catch on to this? Why this girl was glitching in the video? Because whoever video those skills of using a green screen. And when I seen everybody know when you watch those short videos on YouTube, like the short video, which I know how some of those people be recording themselves and using the green screen, and half of they goddamn body be in and out the video because it's flickering. Same thing what Kenneka did. Flickering in the video. And guess who exposed them in the beginning? And nobody didn't catch on. Straight Drop. Straight Drop went live and he had, when he did the green screen, somebody put him coming out the women's bathroom. Y'all seen that video. Some of y'all might have seen it. If you didn't see the video, they got Straight Drop head stick women's bathroom. And there was a lady went live with like Straight Drop, you wrong as hell, you fucked up, you how the fuck you gonna do some shit like that, and you showing these people that y'all was using a green screen. And then when I go back to look at Kenneka G video, I said the fucking green screen. And then I got surveillance footage on my house, right? So what I did, gang, I recorded myself in the dark. I put my cameras on and just house and just to see how my red boxes behave. Look, gang, I walked in the door. I was curious. I walked in the door, and guess what it showed? A red fucking box. But I ain't in it because it was that fucking dark. But the red box showed up and it gave me my pinpoint location to where I was standing at. And I was like, God damn it, red boxes is real. It was capturing the people. And what they did, they had to edit inside the red box where the movement was at. And when I was looking into the in the JFK assassination, the president, right? Because I'm infatuated with it. I just got all the documents to his case, and I'm finna start putting some content on JFK. What I found out about his case is disturbing, and I can break that shit down. But one thing they said about the car in the president assassination, by them moving frames out the video, this is what they do. Everybody can agree this frame missing out the video. I can pull the video up right now and press play. I can show you where all the frames is missing at. Okay. Once you take frames out of a video and tamper with, just say somebody carrying Kenneka through the hall and you exit that person out, you gonna have to take frames out there, right? But guess what it gonna do to the video? You done sped up some of her walking process because you removed certain frame, and that's why she walking weird as fuck on the video. And that's why half of her shoes missing and stuff like that. I'm like, that make a lot of sense when I see her just bumping into walls and walls. And the way they got her walking and being carried through that jam, I'm like, man, look, it ain't no way that she walking alone in this hallway. But guess what I got a theory on? Because when I got the letter from France K, he never mentioned her walking on the lower left, right? He never mentioned her walking on the lower left. I'm getting ahead of myself, gang. Look, y'all see this? 34. Very high. Right? Look what I looked up. This. It's finna show you proof. Look what this shows. This in our system right here. And I'm going to show it to y'all where it's going to say this in the autopsy report. Remember this, right? Look, they said, they talking about another victim. They explaining what happened to the other victim. Look at this person that was found with the same thing, and her temperature came back to 20 degrees. Same thing for a cooler, right? I work in hotels, right? I done worked there down there all along. Hilton's, and I ain't never worked at Crown Plaza or nothing like all the hotel. One thing I do know, the freezer is automatic set to 0 degrees. Cooler is set to 33 degrees, between 33 degrees and 44 degrees. They're just enough to cold to keep your drinks cool. Drink ice cold right before it's freezing level. See what I'm saying? Anything that's below 20 is going to freeze. So when you go to a gas station or a store, ask the person, what are y'all cooler temperatures set at? What is your freezer temperature set at? They should know that. And look, it just showed you that that girl was in the cooler. In the cooler. That's why they put it in their autopsy report. Walk-in freezer. Look, the temperature within the walk-in freezer was 34, and you know that's connected to the cooler. They trying to say when they brought her out the freezer, and look, the the freezer had a capacity to go to 8 degrees Fahrenheit. Meaning it's supposed to be a -8 then. -8. Our freezer, we done hit down there -4. But that's why in the autopsy report that her body wasn't frozen, but somebody locked her in the cooler. And she was already, I don't know if the girl was deceased or still alive. I don't know. But 9 times out of 10, when the fight happened, round about 3 something, it could have been the same thing with the Shanquella case. If Kenneka made it outside round 3 something, and she in the fight, it would make sense that she would be dead about 4, going on 5 o'clock. Unless they beat her up bad and they put her in the cooler and let her die in there. So so what I'm basically saying is that out of all my research, when Miss Teresa Martin told everybody that kitchen on the lower level, and that person was in the kitchen with Kenneka for 2 hours, he came out, but she didn't. Only place that I know who that person who she was talking about is the assistant beverage manager. And guess where he was at 2 hours? Back there with all the freezers and coolers. Ain't that something? In my heart, I believe Miss Teresa, you know what I'm saying, was like, look, my baby was in their kitchen on the lower level. And when it was time for them to find her around 12 something, I believe they were moving the body between the hours of 12 to 12:20 to get her in there. And then when I was looking at the blood, watch this game, the blood on the doors, and I looked at the cracks and they got blood all on the doors. They even had blood all on the sink. And so I was like, why would his blood would be all over the place? I don't think he was a struggle. Upstairs in the up, I believe when in the process of them moving the body, the girl was still blood. Cause moving a dead corpse is messy. And that's why J Money caught an employee changing clothes and the assistant beverage manager changed his shirts. So I used to I used to be like, before I even say that, it's another thing I want to point out. That they said, right, the brain was swollen from the idiots. I forgot how to pronounce that word, but let me go through it right here. This how you pronounce it.
Edematous.
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 Edematous. And look what I found out about that. It comes from it's swollen with fluids. Organs after getting from a, hold on, where I was at. Hold on. So when I looked at her autopsy report, it said her brain was swollen. But why? It said her brain, but look, this for the arms, because you could get it in the arms, the stomach, you know what I'm talking about, and all of this. So I was looking into it. I ain't the best explaining this shit because I ain't no doctor on the list, but I'm trying to be one. But from what I got out of this, she had fluid on her brain that built up. They trying to say, because when I looked at the autopsy report, if I'm right or if I'm wrong, when I'm getting at the autopsy report, what they said they found in her stomach, I believe Kenneka probably had stomach cancer or something. I don't know. So they were like they found some the way they was describing that it either a disease or it was caused by an injury, right? It's an injury or a disease, but the disease do cause the injury. You get what I'm saying? It's but they saying it's a waterly fluid. They're cog up. Matter of fact, right here. Tell me, man, I ain't got the money. I just had the job. Here go another way to looking into it too, cause it called
dropsy.
dropsy, right? When I was looking up what dropsy mean, it's an old term of a swelling of a soft tissue, all right, due to excess water. Now y'all see this shit? That's what that mean? Oh shit. I'm glad that you said that, cause it's basically a pooling of the blood forming under the skin. Mm. Uh-oh. And you know how I like to talk about rigor morgans, powder morgans, and all this when they talk about the pooling of the blood. So why couldn't the body then show where the pooling of the blood was? If she was on her face, she would have had it in her face, You know what I'm talking about? On her chest, her stomach, and all that, because she was laying flat on that job. She laid flat on her face. So if Kenneka was still in rigor mortgage stages, they froze her. Look, that means Kenneka died. How long it take for your body to reach the full rigor mortis stage? It takes about 15 hours to, you know what I'm talking about, from reach from the toe to the head. But if you got a person in the cooler, it slows down the process tremendously. You see what I'm saying? It slowed down the process. That means he'll have a hard time trying to get an accurate timeline on what she done. But he got surveillance foot. Surveillance foot is gonna show when she walked in there. Now they came out showing her walking upstairs in the kitchen. Don't go for that game. They don't mean it because they showed us that. They don't mean that it happened the way it happened. Now that's her on the video. But that shot could have came from somewhere else inside the hotel. We don't know. But why would they need put it like this? So that means so when you look at this, that means she had excess water built up in her. And when she had excess water built up in her game, it was in her head. In her head, meaning that if she was in a pool, she would have had water in her lungs. You know what I'm talking about? It would have been in her body and plus in her head, right? So that's one of the reasons why they'll say, she had watery fluid in her brain, but try to make it look like, it just fluids that came from the body. But what if it came from that pool water? Cause this let me know this she had access to water, meaning that our theory is true when it comes to the pool. So let me look. So they said you could experiment water. Come on, gang. This autopsy report giving me vibe that they trying to cover up the water that's in her fucking system so they won't be saying that she done drowned or been nowhere near a pool. Look, alcohols and drugs already played a role. You didn't see the autopsy report when they said she barely had alcohol in her system, but what they gave her was something like it's like somebody put, how can I explain? It's like somebody put a pill in a drink, crushed it up. Oh, y'all know how the way lean tastes. Lean taste fruity as hell. And you can simply drug somebody lean. They wouldn't know the flavor because it's sweet. Whatever they gave Kenneka, they crushed it up or it could have been liquefied. Autopsy don't even show that it was forced in her body or she took it early, orally, or Did they shoot her up with drugs? We don't know. And then that's what Straight Drop said. It was not a pool. So look, I'm glad that you said that shit. Cause that really made me, that really just answered my question with, and be like, why would this man would go to to the extent to say there's no pool? And then and then and then have everybody strolling around the goddamn pool like he don't even know where is it. So let's go on the other side to show. I was like, man, it's something about that pool. So if you got this relating back to this lady could have had water in her body that built up in her tissue, cause French K said what? The staff pulled her out the pool. Meaning that the staff was quick when they got her out the pool, they responded quick. They was already there with her when it was going down. And check this out. Since Straight Drop, everybody know that he was there. I want to know what his pocket ticket would have showed. I don't even think he drive. Cause he could have drove. They could have had a rental car or anything. I don't know, but he'll have a parking ticket or a room key, some kind of paperwork. Even his traveling shit. Now, when I looked at it, guess what? Straight Drop showed up before everybody else showed up. Straight Drop showed up before Irene. Straight Drop showed up before Killer. Straight Drop even showed up before everybody that really came. So we got a problem. So we don't even know where his room was. His room could have been on the 9th floor. Or Straight Drop could have had a room on the 6th floor. We don't know. He could have been on and one of them floors. He was there. And keep this in mind, he was the first one that he found everybody on Facebook. And they let me know, damn, that's how he knew how to find all of their ass. Because he knew they ass. Yeah, they told the mummy with chicken blood. Think about this. If they pulling Kenneka in the, look, watch this. You got Kenneka in the kitchen. Now you got to open up the cooler door. Then it get blood on it. Cause that means whoever had Kenneka, they still had her in his arms, and he was reaching to open up the cooler door to put her in there. And that's how you get blood and shit smeared all on the fucking door, all on the door. Cause he didn't have that much hair. Cause they had that much hair, the doors would have been open and two persons would have carried her in there. That means somebody, a man, dragged Kenneka in there. Cause you got security boots in the freezer. The boot prints, I ain't see no signs of Air Force Ones or no Jordan symbols. None of that on the floor. But a security boot. And then once you look at the way the security boot is right there by the body, he was standing in a position that's how the way he laid her against the fucking wall on her face. Now, so I looked at the autopsy report. If you read between the lines, gang, you got to tell everybody her body was 34 degrees. They ain't lying about that. Her body was 34 degrees because she was in the cooler. This is the way you're going to have to explain it to the people. Just say the reason why her body is 34 degrees because we left the door open for 2 hours. So that meaning that if her body was recorded at 34 degrees after her body was in the freezer and you ain't got the freezer temperature, nobody can tell you what the freezer temperature was. How would her body was, if just say her body was froze, how would it be 34 degrees in fucking 2 hours? That's impossible. That's impossible. So anybody would come this will let you know that ain't nobody finna unthaw to 30, especially when your body's 0 degrees in the freezer. Anything that's in the freezer is not finna be at 34 degrees after 2 hours sitting out. Come on, gang. That's the lie. You got to tell the people. Because the people that really don't know what's going on, this where they'll scratch their head at. But they'll be like, well, how she even walk in the freezer and all this? You see what I'm saying? Then you'll be trying to stress yourself out and be like, and trying to go about what they telling you. And the lies right here to be unsolved, it just take patience. All it do is just take patience. And just keep going back over things until you get it right. I can't quit. I'm gonna get this shit right. You know what I'm talking about? So now look, let's go back to her, right? Guess what they said? The walk in is a compartment with a cooler in the freezer unit. So let me tell y'all this. If you got a freezer, connect to a cooler. It's for temporary housing of food that's already been prepared. That's for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner to keep all your produce and everything. Because you don't just want everything sitting out. You got to keep everything refrigerated until your order go out. Right? So watch this. They didn't tell you the main freezer where you're going to have to keep and stock the freezer up. That's why they never show you a freezer with shelves in it where the meat go, how they got their meat, you know what I'm saying, in the freezer, labels turned out, faces so you will know what meat that you grabbing, your chicken, your sirloin steaks, you know what I'm talking about, all your beef, right? Your bacon, turkey, ham, all of this. He gonna have to, cause I had to stock my own freezer up. But this is what we do. We stock the main freezer up. Anything we need. If I got an order out for 500 wings, I got to leave my chicken out overnight unless I'm finna run warm water on it with cold water on it till it unthaw. They're gonna take at least about 10 minutes. You know what I'm talking about? If I let it set out, man, that chicken would be froze all day long. How many times you done left a chicken out for 2 hours? I know I done it many times. How long y'all took chicken out the refrigerator, put it in the sink? I even put mine in the sink with no water on it. Come back, smoke a couple of blunts, get a little buzz going, and go and bust that wrap until you try to break it apart like that, and that motherfucker still froze on the inside. So look, right here, that's why they throwing everybody out. Cause look, the reason why they put her upstairs where a freezer and the cooler is, because that's where they want y'all to think she walked in there. But they got the same freezer and cooler downstairs, and she was locked in the cooler downstairs in the cooler. That's why she was still 34 degrees. Now, how did they take her temperature? I'm quite sure they ain't put no thermometer in her mouth. If you want to get a regular, accurate temperature, you gotta go up the rectum. You gotta go up in the rectum. Just say like when you fry meat and you got a thermometer, you gotta Put that thermometer in the center of the meat just to see if it's done on the inside. Had the temperature reach 225 on the inside. Because once your chicken reach 225 degrees on the inside, that means your chicken done and it ain't gonna bleed when you bite into it. It's fully cooked, right? Like if you cook a 8-piece mixed chicken, like wings, legs, and the thigh. The wings and the legs gonna cook quicker than the breast. You see what I'm saying? It gonna take. Just say it's you could cook wings. You could eat a wing. You could let that junk cook for like 7 or 8 minutes, and that wing gone. But that white meat, and you gonna need every bit of 15 minutes on that chicken. 15 minutes, top of the line. But the wings come out first. Because it ain't that much meat on the bone. It ain't gonna take that long to cook. Alright. So so the reason why they had to show us the video upstairs of her walking in the kitchen, because that's what happened on the lower level of the kitchen. And you got to keep this story consistent with the lower level. If you put this in your mind, this paperwork, what you see about this cooler in the freezer, think about downstairs. And don't think about the upstairs. Think about they talking about downstairs. And then you would be like, okay, I see. I see what you saying now. They try to stage the goddamn crime upstairs, just like they try to stage Shanquella in the living room, slumped over the chair. That's the same thing, right? Somebody said we can't discover her downstairs because that's where all the employees were working at. Then the public gonna be like, so you mean to tell me nobody then went in and out the freezer down on the lower level? Then everybody gonna be thinking like that, right? And then they wouldn't even have no answer for that. So the way you kill that theory, stage it upstairs. Find a new cooler to put her in. And that's why the police were looking in all the coolers on the lower level. All right, check this out. They said, now look, they talking about the circle handles on the door. Now you got blood. And watch this. Anybody know how blood behave? And if you see that blood that was on the cooler doors, that blood was still bright red. The blood was still bright red, meaning that there was fresh blood. Because everybody should know how dry blood look like. It get dark, you know what I'm talking about? And you know how like when you bleed and you just it's like you got a scab and then bleed and that scab will turn black, that blood will turn black. That's what you basically see on the floor. Some of the spots they didn't clean up, right? But on that door wall, man, that blood was bright red. And me with the sister, I got to show y'all the kitchen, Jack. Just give me time. Let me break this down a little more, but just a little more. 21 hours of her documented in the cool. And what I show y'all about this, that the stomach demonstrated that she had this in her system right here. She had this in her system. And this is common. This is common with cooling temperature going on frozen temperature. But check this out. You will constantly, you will see this in people that was in hypothermia around 20 degrees and below. So that means they kept her cool around this whole 21 hours at a steady temperature between 34 and 44 degrees for 21 hours. And that explains why they got this shit in her system, right? So when I think about that, they needed E-Force for extra energy support. Then they gave her the permate to make her drowsy. It's like the girl was so out of, they gave her energy pills. And that's what E-Force is. Probably the energy pill. You know what I'm saying? Cause you don't if you cause if you got a motherfucker that's passing out and all it is, you gonna wanna give a motherfucker some kind of energy support, especially when you know what I'm saying, in there violating her too. You don't wanna just sit there and have sex with nobody that's unconscious. You know what I'm talking about? But then they said this shit, look, they said when the water was in her cavities. So I'm like, what? That mean, did they talk about a tooth? Did they trying to say that it was water in her fucking mouth and throughout her body is in her head? I don't know, gang. But some of y'all a little smarter than I am. I'm asking for all the help I need to help break this shit down, cause these the words that we need to be studying. Cause look how they couldn't trick us with the Shanquella case when it came to her shit, right? Because everybody, the everybody knew was like, well, damn, you know what I'm saying? If the autopsy report came back, oh, she died at 3, now we go back. Now everybody know how to, start looking at those cases now. And I honestly believe, gang, if everybody had the same thinking pattern, right? If everybody come to the same thing, just say if all of us went to law on school, went to school on law, the news can't mislead you. The news can't say, why is there unanswered questions in Shanquilla case? You know what I'm talking about? Reason why that's because we don't know how the law will. We don't know what's the law. We don't know how none of the law works. We just know it's foul play. Come with it. Think about this. There you go. Lungs are the chest cavity. Boom! There you go. I just want to see who will got that right. The lung or the chest cavity. So look, gang, is this proof? Let me ask y'all this. Is this proof? These little words they got in this lady autopsy report. Hello. All this autopsy, it's basically just told me about the murder scene. If you got water built up in your head, then they say it was all in that cavity, right? And check this out. Then they were saying it got to be like a lot of water to do this shit. That means, watch this. Kenneka arrived at the hotel. T. Monique and them, when Kenneka arrived at the hotel, well, before Kenneka arrived at the hotel, Irene get there. Then Kenneka get there. Then T.Y. and them get there. It said 12 something. 700 people already watching this shit. So whatever this line was, it was finna pop off. And this not even 2 minutes in the live video. So that means it was something circulating in the chat And they was talking about what was finna happen. So this going on at 12. So we get this at 1. Park in the parking lot. Soon as she say park in the parking lot, right? Bree leaves. Go to the parking lot. Tanika leaves after. Even Monique and them leave after. This when everybody split up. Tanika in another room. Monique in the room with her. Whatever they was at. I really want y'all to think when they said me and Kanika finna go. All right, y'all hoes be safe. And this thing you know, they want you to think soon when they walked out their room. Oh, let me turn back around, cause bitch, I ain't got your phone. And they go back in the room. They want y'all to think it happened like that. What they did when they came, they took her out their room and let the niggas grab her. They went back in the room to go get the keys. Get the keys and the phone. Now they got the keys and the phone. At this point, we know Kenneka is being probably sexual assaulted round about this time, and they'll be round between the hours of 2 something. That's why Irene said I saw the last girl at 2 something. Meaning that she probably seen Kenneka on her way to the parking lot. Cause I don't even think they walked the hallways to get to the parking lot. I believe they I believe they used a exit door, a fire door, made it outside like that. And the video that we actually seen of her roaming the hall, that's when they came back in with her. I could be wrong on that part, but that's the part I be struggling with most. Cause when Prince came, Shirley told me in a letter, he never said nothing about her walking on the lower level. Cause why? Cameras was turned off. Meaning that if Kenneka was walking this hallway, this time frame, the camera was off. So it's gonna be footage, guys, that we probably will never see. You know what I'm talking about? It's footage. I believe it's footage out there that we'll never see. But it might be one video might pop up. Somebody got a heart in the Kenneka Jiggy case. They were there at their hotel. And it's wrong for everybody that was at that party still keeping a tight lip about it. And look, I mean, shit. Can they pull one of those young Ghana moves and just snitch on the motherfucker and be like, look, I'm finna make a plea and I'm finna tell everything so you can get less time sentence and motherfuckers strike a deal with you. You know what I'm talking about? But from my understanding, Peas and Killer one that told the mama what happened to her daughter. From my understanding, I know a lot of us were thinking they guilty and everything. I don't know, gang. But the way Killer was acting that night, I don't think that man guilty. And I used to think Peas was suspect. But the way Peas presented himself, as I really, really think about it, he just a green ass nigga hang around young motherfuckers. He still goofy as hell. He still smiling, cheating and shit. He ain't just that nigga that we think he is. You know what I'm talking about? He ain't that type of motherfucker that just out just shooting and you know what I'm talking about, like he catching a body. He look like he can't even fight. You know what I'm talking about? But to be honest with you, from my understanding, really told the mama some shit. Irene didn't tell the mama shit. Oni for sure ain't saying nothing to the mama. Bree not. And you know that's enough evidence for us to be like, man, you know, man, these folk full of shit. They set that shit up and they killed that girl. I don't know if everybody in the room knew it could have been some slick shit going on. Cause remember the girl that was like, look, remember this. Irene got the same clothes on as Kenneka. Then you got Mariah to my win. Ain't nobody. So that means while he was getting this text, we know Mariah is on the corner, sitting in the chair. So everybody talking through Facebook. Why Kenneka ain't got her phone, so she probably ain't even know what the fuck was going on. That's probably why nobody wasn't even paying that girl no fucking attention. At the party, I ain't seen nobody like, hey, Kenneka girl, none of that, man. Them folk, man, act like she didn't even exist in there. Yeah, appreciate the like game. Appreciate those likes and stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. But I do, it make a lot of sense why Killer got shot. And then I was thinking about it, I was like, damn, what if I did put that man in jeopardy because his folks reached out to me and were telling me everything. Can't nobody say I'm lying about that. They'll be, look, I never say that I talked to a motherfucker and I really did. You know what I'm talking about? That man told me some shit and I'm like, he made me think twice about Killer. Put it like that. And I couldn't do nothing but like when you look at Killer move, you know what I'm saying? He sat in the same spot that whole fucking night. In the bed. I don't even think that man got up from his fucking seat. Cause he's sitting in the same spot that he was sitting in Irene like. And he ain't even want talking that much. All the time when you heard Killer voice, that man said, hell no. Y'all niggas tripping. You see what I'm saying? That's all the time. Not real voice, but when I hear everybody else, yeah, they say you can use those pocket tickets and let people in and you know what I'm saying? Just don't lose y'all shit. Now I understand why they were like, don't lose the pocket ticket. Because they were using their pocket ticket. If I pay for the pocket ticket, I can have somebody pull up and be like, look, I'm going to let you in the gate. Use my pocket ticket. You see what I'm saying? So they going to use it parked and all that shit. But then when I think about this, so now, now you understand why she said she was ready to go between the hours of 1:20. Because we just heard that somebody wanted to fight her. And while they wanted to fight her, then you got these bitches talking about niggas deep, talking about. So they would be right after Irene live. So what really be going on? Park in the parking lot. The nigga finna make it to the parking lot. While her friend is finna go with niggas. Hi y'all. What's up, y'all? Shout out to the new people just came in. Nothing else.
9:26. 26. Hmm.
You know, these people like to see. Me too, sure.
So when he said y'all finna go out to see, listen what he said.
You know, these people like to see. Me too, sure.
Let me cut the captions on. And they said you too, shorty.
What y'all finna do?
Now y'all look. Now, if you ask me, this autopsy report just proved to me she got beat up. They planned it to beat her up. So when they beat her up, in the parking lot, they made it back inside. I don't know if they was laying around the kitchen. Cause keep this in mind, I believe they was in the kitchen for a minute before the party and after the party. Even probably before she even left out the room. Somebody was in the kitchen. So that means when they beat her, they put her in the pool area and left her in the pool. That's why you would have all that excess water built up in the brain. And they'll use these big words for you to be like, well, I don't know what none of this shit mean. And you either gonna skip over this shit or really look into the words and try to see what you get out of it. So that means they got in the pool, somebody threw in the pool, but the staff was there in enough time to get her out, and she was still alive, but she was still shallow breathing. Meaning she finna have water and lungs in her lungs and in her fucking mouth and all this. So they explain this shit. When you look, when you look at her foot, when you look at her foot, it look like she threw up, and she was still vomiting up in there. I believe that's excess water, acid that was in her stomach and was coming out when they were moving her. But keep this in mind, don't you know if Kenneka, just say this is a freezer on the lower level and you trying to get this body out of her and take it upstairs. The minute that you pick her up, right, ain't no telling what fluid's gonna come out of her fucking mouth. You see what I'm saying? You gonna have fluid and all kind of, and then look, before Kenneka even arrived at the party, they was at a restaurant, meaning that the girl was eating. I seen her eat. So you mean to tell me she didn't have to use the bathroom not one time? That's why they ain't gonna disclose everything in her stomach. Cause if you tell everybody that she ate, people gonna be like, well, wait a minute. What was in her stomach? And then you gonna be like, but where the boo boo at? You see what I'm saying? You know, 2 hours after in 2 hours after when your body died, in 2 hours, your body finna release gases. You might fart, and while you farting, your whole body relax, meaning that everything finna be pushed out in any type of hole. Just say like she just say if Kenneka was laying in the pool of the blood, she was naked and her clothes weren't even on. So that means she'll be laying naked in the pool of blood. So what they did, had to mop the floor up, put the clothes back on, drag her up here to another location, right? Stage her exactly like she was staged downstairs. The whoever had her took their time out to then break up the rigor mortis. So they had to be, it's not breaking up her posture. Because you gonna need that. Right? You can't have to look. Cause if you say she walked down in there, you're gonna have to make it look like that. Can't just throw her in there. Oh, look what he did. When he brought her in there, the first thing y'all do, this is what a person naturally do. If I say, hey, I got a box, you'll put it in my closet for me. If you like, yeah, you finna grab the box, open the closet door. You really ain't even finna set it in the middle of the floor. You gonna set it like in the corner. If you come in that cool, you probably gonna set it where she was at. Set it close in that corner right there. you know what I'm saying, walk in the closet, set it in the back. It's gonna be close to that wall unless you ain't got no room in there. You see what I'm saying? So you couldn't break up a rigor more because you had to be real careful. And that's why they had to, that's probably why the blood got everywhere. You trying to be so fucking careful of having her and trying to, you know what I'm talking about? Because you can't have nobody grab her foot and find another person grab upon her armpits and grab her in. Because you'll be breaking up the rigor then. You know what I'm talking about? There you go, Bama Black. That's why Rosemont took two sets of pictures. And I used to think about that all the time. Because I was like, why is two sets of pictures? Because it's shit missing in one picture and shown in the next one. And then when I was thinking about it, I'm like, it makes sense. Make a lot of sense. Why would you have to do that? You're gonna have to take pictures of the original crime scene and then do it all over again. You gotta take pictures of the original crime scene, and then once you take pictures again, there'll be the stage. And there will be all the evidence missing out of it and all this. Cause look at the evidence marker. Where the evidence marker and where the lip gloss at. Tell y'all that once you look at that freezer footage, when them officers went in there, you only see one post where two police officers bringing shit out the goddamn freezer. Where she was at. So they mean when they brought all that stuff out in that brown bag, where they took that whole brown bag to? Cause they didn't give Miss Teresa back the lip gloss. They just gave Kenneka back her watch and her scrunch. And check this out. Not only that, look at this. 120. She ready to go. But Shamaya texts 1:30. We're really down there 30 minutes later. Me too. So what they telling y'all what Shamaya was doing? With a boy. She was with a boy. And I'm quite sure she wasn't texting Kenneka talking about no nigga dick look. Kenneka look, cause at this point in time, this probably when Kenneka don't even have her phone. She don't supposed to. So cause look, we could look at that ready to go is that Kenneka was ready to go. That could have been Monifa, you know what I'm talking about? Cause this one ain't out talking about let's go to the parking lot. Come on, gang. Now let's help this shit make sense. Girl say park in the parking lot. Monifa say me and Kenneka about to come outside. But Shamaya with another boy talking about his dick little. And we know that once upon a time Bree Bree had the phone. So that means Bree Bree could have texted I'm ready to go to one of these outfits. I don't know. I don't know if Kenneka sent this fucking text. But from my understanding, she'll be too fucked up to do that. She would be out of her to do that. And I agree. She don't get away neither. And then when I look at this picture, guess who missed? King Rob, Straight Drop, and Marco. But you can't forget about the other girl that was at the party. Y'all mean to tell me all these grown ass men to come and support Irene on her birthday? Mm-mm. Now, came up in there because they know what type of hoe Eva is. They know what type of hoe Irene is. They know what type of hoe Maya is. They know what type of hoe what's that girl name? Brianna Cox is. All these females got history of fighting over niggas. Every fight that I done witnessed them folk was in, it had to do something with a nigga. Fucking nigga, bro. So it ain't like they ain't know what was going on, that everybody was on some thirsty type shit, cause everybody finna be fucking in that room. You got to go into another nigga room or go in the bathroom or the stairwells or any fucking thing. Shit, you even go to the parking lot. Shit, how many of us done had sex in the cars and their parks and shit? I know I have. Shit, you still got motherfuckers doing that right now. You got some motherfuckers like, man, look, I ain't got no hotel fare, none of this shit, bro. I need to. Where you want to go, boo? You know, so let's go, to the parks on that next. Now, you deep all in the park, all in the cut. Don't know if you about to get stuck in mud or anything. But you finna have sex in that car. So, all of them got a history of fighting over me, over nothing ass niggas. Damn. Nothing ass, these niggas don't even care enough. Only thing they just want to do is get fucked. That's all they want to do is be fucked and hang around some killers. That's the average some of these females like. They like bad boys. Right? So so that means if they throw any party, it's gonna be trouble because these niggas coming. Look, these niggas, they said they all be at Irene house, but whoever house it was, could have been Killers or Irene. I don't know, whatever that red couch was. I want to know how many goddamn it shit trains that were running in that job. They look like, cause look, I'm not gonna lie, bro. You know what I'm talking shit, I done double dated before. You know what I'm talking about? Look, I done had a girl, we in the room, bro. We just, you know what I'm talking about? My nigga, he in that junk, probably getting sucked up in the bathroom. Smashing in the goddamn bedroom. Anything. But what I got out this autopsy report, and tell me, y'all, would this make sense? They get her out the room. She goes somewhere to get sexual assault. Why? She might be going somewhere and feeling on somebody's dick. Then you got Monifa. Ain't no telling who she met up with, but she was with a boy, right? So they made it somewhere. Kenneka ended up getting beaten up in the parking lot, and they brought her back in the pool. Staff got her out the pool area, right? And when they got the friends and told them, hey, you need to get her ass out the pool. So that's what we see Monique now heading towards the pool, being all sneaky, covering their tracks so they won't leave fingerprints on certain doors. This thing you know, now they carrying Kenneka through the hotel. And that's probably where the 36-hour footage come in there, showing her walking the house. Right? So boom. So next thing you know, that's really when they carried her back in. And once they did, they brought her back down to the lower level kitchen. But that's what Monifa, Shamaya, peas in the scene. They was down there. So that means Monifa and them had to put her in the freezer. Cause they already admit that, even Irene, they already admit that Monifa the one that put her in the freezer. So when Monifa and them did that, that's when they left, right? Now the hotel got a problem. Cause now they like the workers finna come in. And remind y'all, it's a chef that was in the kitchen at the time when they'll be doing this. So they just really put the chef on blast and on the chopping block because you already there. The judge know it. The lawyers know this. Who and your number one answer was what you were doing in the kitchen, and you said you were preparing sandwich. That's a fucking lie. You see what I'm saying? That just showed me that you was in the kitchen with them when they did it. So the chef is involved. But guess what? Everybody forgot about the girl that was in the room working at the hotel. She even got a chef coat on. And remind y'all this that she was in the room damn near a week after Kenneka death. She never left the hotel till a week later. So when you go back and look at the key cards, right? When I was showing y'all about the key card report.
Pretty happy birthday. Thank you. Good as have my kids.
So it would make sense that I was like, well, who will be running in and out of the room on the 8th at 3 p.m.? Who would be Who would have the key card? If Irene showed up at 11 that night, who was in their room before then? So that's where King Rob come in there. King Rob probably already at that motherfucker. That's probably why you ain't gonna see him on the footage until when everybody started to leave. You get what I'm saying? So I'm saying these people got key card reports logging in, going in and out the room on the 8th, the 9th, and the 10th. And then people were still going in these rooms when Miss Teresa was at the hotel looking for her daughter. Make it so bad, gang. It was people in room 926 didn't even open up the door for Miss Teresa. They told Miss Teresa they were gone and they checked out around 12 o'clock. And Teresa was knocking on door to door on the 9th floor, trying to get somebody to tell what was going on. And once you think about it, that's why they were so quick to call the police on Miss Teresa. Because when she was knocking on no floor, them doors on the 9th floor, somebody would have told Miss Teresa, like, oh yeah, room 926. I just seen somebody in there. Yeah, it's people still in that room. You don't want Miss Teresa to find that out. That's why Miss Teresa was like, man, look, I see a struggle on the 11th floor. What if Miss Teresa didn't see no struggle on the 11th floor? What if she just said that shit just to get the police, just to search that goddamn room? Because she thinking her daughter in somebody's hotel. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't nobody thinking about no body being in no freezer. We ain't thinking like that. Because our man don't think put nobody in no freezer. So if it's anything, we like, man, look, she in somebody's room and all y'all heard too. I'm quite sure she was like somebody from the hood still in this one. Miss Teresa damn near probably know everybody that was in that fucking room. She probably just don't know them like that. She just probably know them of the hood, or some of their mamas, you know what I'm saying? So boom, Mr. Reese up there trying to find her daughter, and guess what they do? Lock themselves in the hotel. They lock themselves in the hotel room. When Andrew Holmes said he watched the footage and they were gonna release it to the family, guess where everybody was in room 926? They were still in there. They couldn't even leave the hotel until they got everybody's statements. Everybody's statements. What they gonna know what I'm talking about? Can't nobody leave without no misunderstanding. But once you think about it, they still on the hush. Why would they still be on the hush? Because everybody know what part they played in. Now, this is where I believe what fucked the whole case up. Video insurance. I was doing a live one time and somebody, man, clicked something in my head. And I was like, why Kenneka Jenkins case the way it is? And you know what I'm saying? Why they coming out with this 36-hour footage fucked up and then not and not nobody at the party even try to describe nothing about what walking on the no, that ain't so so Andrew Holmes knew everybody was still in that room at the party. They already talked to the police. You got the protesters out there. But keep this in mind, you really can't go nowhere now. Cause when Mr. Reese and them rev up there, that's when everybody starts showing up. It'll be hard to sneak your ass out now when you got about 1,000 motherfuckers outside. You know what I'm talking about? And they all in the parking lot. And I'm quite sure they were looking out the window like, damn, they still out there. This time you know. They be like, well, shit, they'll leave in a minute. Hell no. You got down there 250 people just showed up. And now you like, oh shit, we finna be here for a minute. So the girl started making posts that was in the room, started making posts because she was frustrated like shit. Still her. Not one time she even said nothing about Kenneka, a girl in the freezer, or none of this shit. Nobody ain't even said RIP, Kenneka, none of this on their timeline or nothing. I don't even know why Bree and them even did this shit, bro. Even look, it's kind of hard to look at Bree innocent. It's kind of hard to look at these folk innocent. Because look at the way they handled the case in the beginning. They didn't show back up with Mr. Reason. Only Irene did, right? What was Monifa and Shemaya? We're supposed to be that Monifa was in the neighborhood telling everybody Irene left her. I don't know. Or maybe Monifa was at a police precinct. You see what I'm saying? When Mr. Reese was at the hotel, y'all think Monifa was really in that neighborhood gospeling and talking about that night? I don't think so. So when Mr. Reese dropped them all, wherever Mr. Reese dropped them all, I bet you a police wanted to holler at them again. Again. So boom. Make a long story short, these folks, when they got her out the pool, they made them take her to the lower level in the cooler. Had her in the cooler. And when they had her in the cooler, they're like, man, we gotta move her because the employees are heavy working around her. And they would be strange if the police go downstairs and find her in the kitchen downstairs. Then you got a whole lot of questions to answer to the public now. where the chef was. They gonna show you the chef didn't even have no interest in even going in that coop. Cause he either knew what it was or there wasn't nothing in there for him to have a reason to go in there. And then when Miss Teresa and them was up there, you really can't move the body now. You can't do nothing but keep going to where she at because you got to take care of her. Cause you got to be there quick when she use it on herself. It's probably why they burnt all that shit up in the freezer shit just to cover that smell and let that motherfucker air out. Y'all know, like, if you know what I'm saying, I know, man, if you go in the bathroom at somebody's house and they tell your ass to light a match, look what a match can do. It kill that whole scent. But they they planned this. Not only I think Monique planned this shit, but they did it on straight drop now. It started with a male, and they see the weakness in Monifa. She'll go, you know what I'm talking about? Her friends are going. Monifa, Kenneka is the only one that don't get down like these her friends. She just don't get down like that. She ain't got nothing to do with these whole person like these whole wanna be freaks and all this. Let them do that. Now I understand when they was there, they was all up on Monifa. Talking about, yeah. Y'all on Kenneka too. Y'all thoughts? Nigga like hell no. She the only one said hell no, but what Monifa? Shut mind. Everybody know they were thoughts. They ain't even got to ask them dead. You see what I'm saying? They ain't even got to ask them. They already know what time it was Monifa and everybody that's in there. All these girls is freaks in there. Anybody can hit. If if look, if if it be some random niggas just walked up in there, they can fuck. You ain't got to do nothing. Just give them some pills. Give them what they want. What you want? Yeah, I want me a perk and some cocaine. I got you. Ooh, this some good shit. Yeah, come on and let's go on and take care of me. Come on, gang. The hotel knew the chef was involved because it's in his kitchen. First of all, you gonna need access to the kitchen. And somebody gotta unlock that goddamn freezer to let you in there. And guess who was already in the kitchen? The fucking chef. He said he would make the sandwiches. So that means he was in that motherfucker. He got access to the key because you can't work in the kitchen without the keys. You can't work in the kitchen without the keys. So shit, when that lawyer tried to say, yeah, he said he was there fixing sandwiches and stuff, and the news reporter was like, well, was he was in the same camera frame when they Kenneka walked in, and he was like, no, they wasn't in the same camera frame, but they was in the same kitchen. What that mean? So that means if it's only two people in my house and one died and I'm the only one survived, how the fuck it could be experiencing on what the fuck happened? If you got a chef in the kitchen playing like he fucking with food while they got a body down there, you know what I'm talking about? Then you got access to this shit, then you need keys for this shit. You need keys off the top. Ain't nothing unlocked. Them folk was on drugs that night. They was all high. They was out their mind. You know what I'm saying? They was out their mind and they was just thinking about some boys. And check this out. Let's just say that Monifa, Irene, Shemaya, and Bree Bree didn't know nothing about the setup. Let's say that, gang. Just say only them niggas knew. And maybe Monique and them were green enough to fall for the little game they ran down them. Because once you look at it, those niggas separated Monifa, Shelmaya, and Bree Bree for a reason. It was a reason why Bree Bree left with Mike. Shamaya left with another nigga saying his dick little than Monifa somewhere with a nigga while the nigga somewhere. Everybody was with these niggas. Old niggas at that. So who would it be? Straight Drop and his niggas. But word on the street saying, man, T.Y. Road is some kin. He's some kin to King Rock. I don't know if they're true, but that's what they said. And that's why he was sitting next to T.Y. on the video. And that's how the way, then that's why you heard him laugh. It would make sense if he's sitting next to T.Y. and these motherfuckers look like twins. Face and them fucked up ass eyes. King Rob got a yellow eye syndrome, and goddamn, I don't know what the fuck wrong with Ty eyes. Them motherfuckers looking all, them motherfuckers so goddamn cockeyed, goddamn it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, shit. I was trying to look at what make your eyes be like that. Google couldn't even give me an answer on this shit. You know what I'm talking about? I asked Google. I done open up the voice. Can you download this nigga face and explain this nigga eyes to me? But this what the whole thing looked like to me, that them niggas either think Moni from them coming there and them niggas got to talking was like, look, bro, I'm gonna tell you what you need to do. Go holler at Shamaya. Hey, you holler at Moni. I'm finna try to get Kenneka ass. And tell her come here. Moni, let me holler at you. What's up, man? You know what I'm saying, bro? I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Trying to see what's going on. What you want? He got you about 200. Do shake some, you know, you just get Kenneka out the room, you know what I'm saying? Give us some of this alcohol. And maybe they pulled the alcohol and already spiked the drink, and you know what I'm talking about? And Monifa gave it to her without her even knowing she drugged Kenneka. And then once everything that went left, and once you look at the video, I believe Monifa felt like, damn, I still got to play cool because she don't want nobody at the hotel thinking she a punk or a coward. She probably was showing her way of her being loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Be like, yeah, put her ass in the freezer. Like she really down with this shit, but it was really crushing her ass to do this shit. Maybe those little girls were scared for a little minute. And they had to play it off. You know what I'm saying? Because I can see this happening too. Now, now, because once you look at it, the nigga went and picked their ass up. We know, you know what I'm talking about? How the way, it's like how the way Kenneka left the house. We don't know. I just want to know what was her day like before she went to that party. You know what I'm saying? The minute that she woke up, and cause we already know Shemaya gonna be right there by her side. So Shemaya gonna be around her more than Bree Bree and you know what I'm talking about, Monique. I see Kenneka with Shemaya all the time. They the one got the most lives together. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, gang. It could have been just some bullshit niggas that was at that party, plotted up on, ran some good game on the girls. You see what I'm saying? And they didn't even know what the fuck was going on till the last minute. And since you in the room with full of killers and you know these niggas about that life, so what you gonna do? You gonna tell these niggas no? You finna say, hell no, bro, I'm finna go call the police. You sure enough finna die. Where you standing at, Jack? So you could either look at it like that, you know what I'm saying? And they felt guilty, like, man, it wasn't nothing I could do. This nigga did that, and you know what I'm saying? But uh uh that autopsy report is basically giving me what I need. And it really basically showed me cause they didn't give you a time of death like they did in the Shankwell report, right? Only injuries they list was the little cuts and abrasion and shit on the foot. Right? Them little abrasions, you know what I'm saying, could be the biggest goddamn evidence it is. But for one thing, the bottom of her feet was still clean, meaning she wasn't walking in there in the beginning. Then your autopsy report said this girl was 34 degrees after 2 hours after being pulled out in the freezer. No, that's a lie. You ain't got to do nothing but do the reenactment. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go freeze a turkey and I'm gonna let that whole sit out until we get the room temperature. Till we hit 34 degrees. It's still gonna give us an accurate reading. So if y'all want me to do that, call me up. You know what I'm talking about? And let me know and we gonna do it. Cause check this out. Y'all know them big old black trash bags they had at their hotel? Well, I got some of them. And guess what I did? I want to know what it'll look like if you set one of those plastic bags on fire. And look at the results that I got was so astonishing. It looked like that black gluey shit that was on the floor right where she was laying at. You see what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, some of that shit look like melt plastic. And then, you know what I'm saying? I was looking and it looked like, I don't know, gang. But I know Kenneka was up in the trash bag for sure. Her nail proved it that it's either the piece of plastic that her nail got caught up on. Right? It could have been a fucking a burnt ash, like came from a box or something. I don't know. I wish I could was there to see it physically instead on camera, cause it's kind of hard to say what the fuck it is. But if you would like actually there on the scene to see it with your physical eyes, it would probably make a lot of difference. But in the photos, two sets of photos, one with evidence in it, one with evidence missing. Once you go on the footage, see the police go up there to the kitchen and they bringing bags with them, meaning they was taking shit, bringing shit to the freezer just to take a picture of it and then leave with the shit. Cause it's like when you brought her up from one crime scene, you ain't gonna have all the evidence with you. So whoever was putting her in the freezer, aka the assistant beverage manager, and whoever else was with him, they probably had the body. But the police brought that lip gloss, that scrunchie, and all that shit. They brought that in their freezer so you could take a picture of it, boom, 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 and then take the evidence, sneak it back out the goddamn kitchen and shit, and then take your next goddamn it, pictures and shit. Ain't that some game what you could do with that camera? Them folks using no camera for evil purposes, gang. Damn camera is not for justice. No cameras could, man, all those pictures and souvenirs, I'm quite sure it's copies of this shit to kill a guy. And keep this in mind, and I know these folks looking like, at this point, I know them folks like, man, we done got away with the murder. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Let me read the chat, see what's going on, gang. Yeah, that nail. Look, when I told y'all when Wiggins was talking, when Wiggins was explaining about when he was with Shanquella, rubbing her head, playing Summer Walker, you got people really was like, what? Playing Summer Walker? What the fuck really going on? Right. He basically just told everybody that I moved the body, I helped staged it, I helped put the clothes back on. But I'm not gonna tell you that. I'm gonna just tell you that I was just rubbing on her fucking head, playing Summer Walker and telling her to get up. You know what I'm saying? So did the doctor show up at once upon a time when Kenneka was in the kitchen? But look how many doctors was there in the hotel. They had parties and events too. You mean to tell me you had all those doctors and all those nurses there? Jack? At least Shanquella and them so-called friend at least called a crooked doctor. You know what I'm saying? And then the hotel supposed to have somebody, you know what I'm saying? Supposed to, cause when I work at the hotel, believe me, they got a nurse on call. When you dealing with events and shit, you have people passing out all the time. Or somebody throw up. Every event I had, you gonna have a couple of people pass out. Or some people ate some and they throwing up or something. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have to have a nurse there cause even if you go to a concert, they supposed to have medical staff there, anything with a large crowd and all these supposed to have medical staff because you don't know everybody medical needs. People might get anxiety attack being around a lot of motherfuckers that's going around and they can't control it and they get so, you know what I'm saying, they get to passing out on a nigga. But but when I watched that footage, gang, and I watched that footage, that whole 36-hour footage, and I'm telling y'all, it's wash worth it every minute of it. A lot of people just want to see her walking in to the freezer, and that's it. Then all the rumors they heard, they trying to make the rumors, trying to fit the rumors with the footage, and they can't do that. And it frustrates them, and they like, man, I don't know what to believe. Because I used to be like, I don't know what to believe. This case is so frustrating. Then I learned, and I was like, man, I just can't go along with everybody's saying, because I got misled like that. It was a lot of things that I got wrong, and there's some things I probably still got wrong. But I'm thankful and grateful, man, that French K at least opened up my eyes to see what was going on in the picture. But do you think? But do you think? What you? If you ask me, what I think of Fred K, if he guilty or innocent, I don't know. It's kind of hard to make that call because I got a problem with his theory too. Even though you told the truth, right, of what was going on between the hours of 1 and 2. Right? Between the hours of 1 and 2, and watch how I'm finna fuck everything up with this saying. If you telling me about her on the ninth floor between the hours of 1 and 2, right? He ain't even explained to me before that why the fuck he was running. Cause on video, they got you showing running at 1 something. Really 102, 106 on the lower level. So that's way ahead of when they left her in the hall. So that's one thing I'm struggling on because did you leave that part out on purpose? 'Cause between the hours of 12:56 So one, you was on that lower level grabbing those sheets of blanket. But in my mind, you were telling me you were taking up that for the weed smoke. I don't think you would be going back and forth to the laundry room and grabbing all those sheets of blanket way that you did. Now, when it comes to that time stamp, I don't know. Cause if you look at it, you was running between the hours of 1 to 2:30 on the footage. So that means you ran around the hotel for an hour and 30 minutes. Not just hour and 30 minutes straight. I mean, like, you come out that office, ran downstairs, and then you went in the laundry room. But the the elevator, the way you watch the footage, check this out. You got to watch the footage so you can understand what I'm saying. When he ran down the stairs, camera that's gonna be in the hallway showing the elevator down the hall, it gonna show him going to the laundry room. But the camera that's above the elevator don't show him going to the laundry room. It just show him going straight on the elevator. So them two different ways you might have to look at it because two cameras just showed me different. This one thing we had a lot of things wrong. We used to look at one camera and look at that one camera and be like, what the fuck going on with this camera? Well, we can never get the answer. Now we can get the answer because you got to watch the other camera that follow. This one thing else I had saved on my video. Cause I was watching uh some drug trafficking. It was some people got caught drug smuggling on the airport, right? What happened was before they took off, it was a private plane to be exact. So when they aborted the private plane, one of the captains did a follow up with the airplane, and he ended up finding got 25 keys of cocaine. He called the police and alerted everybody on the flight that there's drugs on the plane. So when the police get there, they found the drugs. So when they found the drugs, right? Not only when they found the drug, but they thought everybody that was on the plane, it was their drugs. Watch this. So they locked them up. And then they get a hold to the airport surveillance footage. It showed them boarding the plane and it wasn't nothing out the ordinary. And they was using that as like, this was gonna convict you. But one of the investigators spotted another camera. Before he spotted another camera, guess what that camera did for made him discover another camera? They had a time skip. Let me see, can I find that video right quick? I think I saved that, y'all. Hold on, gang. Because the time skip, just like Kenneka. If the detectives say, wait a minute, it don't supposed to be time skip on no clocks and all this, that's an automatic investigation. It's automatic investigation, right? So let me see, did I save that video? All right, guys, let me go to my playlist. Hold on, first let me go to my likes, because I might have liked that motherfucker. Not that, not that, not that. No, I won't think I saved it, y'all. Let me see, can I type it in? Hold on. 25 keys of cocaine on the airplane. Here you go, gang. I found it. I'm gonna pull it up. till y'all heard. Hold on. Let me go to her. Hold on. Watch this. Here you go. Watch this guy, and I found it, and I'm finna go clean to it. All right. Watch this guy. Watch this. Go to my history. Here you go.
But keep your eye on the timestamp in the top left corner. It's 3:26 in the morning.
And there it skipped to 4:09. Okay, wait, so it went from 3:26 to 4:09. Yeah, it's crazy.
43 minutes edited out of the surveillance video. But whoever did that edit forgot to do the same to a second video from a different angle that
Now look, y'all heard it, and that's what I discovered about the Kenneka Jenkins video. Cause you got to go on the other camera, cause that's where they fucked up at. That's where they messed up at, gang. Cause when they edit the one video that we all seen, the other video show everything. For a prime example, like right here, when you go right here, check this out. Boom. Don't y'all know y'all would have seen if this camera time skip, if they just didn't skip when Monique and them walked up in here and went through that door, you would have seen it. But this camera skipped, so you won't see that. Y'all get what I'm saying, right? So, like, when I went on the other camera, because I was like, damn. I would just say I'm watching Kenneka walk through the kitchen on the lower level. So you want to know what I did? I was looking at the same time frame what was going on in the parking lot. Not only that, I was looking upstairs in the upper kitchen. And when you look at that timestamp, look, watch this. Watch this, gang.
this for
Look.
Skipped to 4:09. Okay, wait, so it went from 3:26 to 4:09. Yeah, it's crazy.
And this a coincidence once you go on Kenneka footage in the kitchen, the upper kitchen, when the time skip at 3:26, and it skipped all the way to 40, what it was, a 404, then from 404 to 409, it's similar to this. Come on, gang. Y'all should know when the time skip. Don't this look familiar? The exact same numbers. And they down there an hour apart, right? So watch this.
Crazy.
43 minutes edited out of the surveillance video. But whoever did that edit forgot to do the same to a second video from a different angle that Christina found in a buried and misnamed video file.
A buried and a misnamed video file. Whoa! And I hope this can help, right? Cause look how they taking this serious. Look how they taking this serious when it comes to the timestamp. Look what they just revealed.
This is what was cut out.
If you look to the upper left, you can start to see some lights on the road. So that is what turns out to be some sort of airport vehicle.
3:32 a.m. Shadows appear by the plane.
You can see the silhouettes, you can see the black bags right by the nose gear.
Over the next 25 minutes, the black bags start piling up.
So look, make a long story short, look what they did on the first camera. Watch this. To make a long, it was some people got on the plane. They didn't know it was cocaine on it. Somebody already loaded up with cocaine without them even knowing it, right? So look what they did.
She's going to go onto the computer and look at some of the video evidence that's been presented by the prosecution. And she has this eureka moment.
She was like, I found something, I found something. So we all went over to where she'd been sitting for hours on the computer. The pivot airplane is the airplane that's up in the right-hand corner, second from the right.
Rob takes us minute by minute through this surveillance video of
Right.
Kenneka Airport.
Watch
It's
this.
from the night before 210 kilos of cocaine were discovered on the Pivot Airlines jet. On first blush, it's not very interesting.
So there we see the truck.
Now y'all heard that? It's not very interesting because the time skip, right? Because the time skip, it ain't go show nothing but these people finna come in and go and jump on the airplane. That's why people only watch Kenneka walking in the fucking. That's why they only want to watch her walking on the camera and somebody break it down. My whole thing was y'all need to watch the whole 36-hour footage because look what the other cameras showed. Because it's like they did the same thing as this and they forgot some shit, gang. They forgot some shit.
Going by. That looks completely innocuous. Doesn't even go up near the Pivot Air flight.
No.
But keep your eye on the timestamp in the top left corner. It's 3:26 in the morning.
And there it skipped to 409.
And you wouldn't even know a difference. Look, just like that.
It's 3:26 in the morning.
And there it skipped to 409.
Okay, wait, so it went from 3:26 to 4:09.
Yeah, it's crazy.
43 minutes edited out of the
So what were those 43 minutes about? Make a long story short.
and misnamed video file. This is what was cut out.
This what
If you
will
look to
cut
the upper
out.
left, you can start to see some lights on the road. So that is what turns out to be some sort of airport vehicle.
3:32 a.m.
Airport
Shadows
vehicle.
appear by the plane.
You can see the silhouettes, you can see the black bags right by the nose gear.
So somebody cut the cameras off that was shining on the airplane, but didn't do it to the other camera because they weren't thinking about the other camera.
Over the next 25 minutes, the black bags start piling up.
Remember how long the camera was cut off. Remember how long the camera came back on at 409.
And as time progresses here, you'll see more and more. You'll see some bags that are standing upright as well.
Then at 3:59, they're loaded onto the plane.
And then you see them disappearing.
Exactly. And they're gone. See,
They gone round about that time. So in Kenneka Jenkins case, let me go, since I just proved that shit, let me go to my playlist, right? I'm gonna go to my playlist and watch this, gang. Matter of fact, I can go to Mike Larry, John. Watch this. Look what Mike Larry say.
Who is Roland F. Weiss? At
Watch this.
3:22 a.m., going by the timestamp, Ty Pease, Bree Dusty Rhodes, aka Fonifa, like friend of foe, or for now, Monifa, and Shamaya is seen walking through the food court hall to quote unquote find Kenneka. Now, as the kids go down to the lower level,
See, the timestamp changed. So that means you don't even know if they was upstairs in the kitchen for an hour and then came down. But look at this timestamp show that they come down here a fucking hour later. So you could say they came in when they walked down that hallway, they went in their kitchen for an hour. Cause you know what time starts skipping in the kitchen. Watch this. Now I'm finished. Y'all see what time it say? 3:22. And this what prime example I'm finna show y'all. Watch this. I mean 3:22, right? Watch this game what they forgot to do.
Who is
Watch this. Hold on. Watch this. Keep that in mind. 3:32. And I'm finna just take you to the kitchen upstairs. And I'm finna let the time prove it to you. That's my live chat. I don't need that. I'm gonna need. That explain why when they came back from downstairs, Monique would be having her head. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Come on, where you at? Kitchen. Got to find the kitchen. We can put that time together and bust a new asshole. Oh man, this shit is crazy, man. This why my motherfucking head be hurt, cause man, I be having so many headaches. Sometimes I be stressing myself out on this stuff. But I be wanting justice so bad, and I be trying to make this video just to make Rosemont be like, fuck it, open this case back up. I might as well just ready to kill myself. I need the original footage of the kitchen. Watch this, it's coming up. It should be coming up now. I sure got a bunch of these goddamn videos saved. Here it come, gang. Right here. Watch this. Look, 3:22. Remember that. 3:22, Monique and them coming around the corner, right? Right, gang? Check this out. We finna skip it. And we gonna watch where it skip it at. And then look how cold I am with it, gang. I know this shit by heart. Look, 2:55. Boom! See that? 2:55. Boom! So that means that Monique will come through here. Cause watch this. Check this out where it's finna skip to. Look. Watch where it's finna skip to, gang. So that means if they came through this kitchen for a minute cause the red box just went off. Right? Watch where it skipped to. Boom! Look, this not all. Look. It skipped for a hot second for a reason. It only stay on for 1 minute. And look what it's finna skip to again. Just watch what it's finna skip to again, right? At 4:33. Look who will be able to come out this kitchen. Look who will be able to come out this kitchen, gang, at that time frame. Look what the video show.
Who is
Hi,
rolling
y'all. Look,
three dusty roads?
look.
Ty Peas, Bree, Dusty Rhodes, aka Phonifa, like friend of foe, or for now, Monifa. And Shemaya is seen walking through the food court hall to quote unquote find Kenneka. Now, as the kids go down to the lower level, as you can see, the timestamp changes to 4:24.
So that means, boom. So when they came down here, they cut the cameras back on the kitchen upstairs. Y'all see this shit, bro? Look how that just made sense. That means they will be in it. So that means they was gone for an hour. That means they was down there in the upper kitchen upstairs for 40 minutes. And they could have been in and out the fucking parking lot of any fucking thing, gang. Ain't this? Oh, you ain't got the time showing. Here you go, right here. And look where they coming down. Boom! Now you understand this shit.
So always be mindful of how the time changes. They so-called search for Kenneka. Did they
And then look, Shemaya looking all in the kitchen like she taking orders. And watch this, people. And if you look on the wall, these ain't even pictures. These fucking mirrors. These fucking mirrors. No wonder why these motherfuckers talk reflections. Know what I'm saying? So when you actually look at the footage, I'm like, man, they kind of fucked up bad. I just need everybody just to get on this. Cause look, Kenneka bumped into that wall where that arrow is. Y'all remember she bumped in that wall. And if you look, it's a door right there. But if Kenneka was bumping into all these walls, she sure ain't knocking shit up off these goddamn shit, knocking none of this shit off the wall. You know what I'm saying? To make a long story short, what that man just said, look, if they heard on this camera, head into the kitchen like everybody suspected, they right here. But why the other camera got them going downstairs an hour later? They forgot to edit that part too. That's the big fuck up right there. And guess what time they was in the kitchen? Cause look, do you see the time frame? When they was in the kitchen. And it's the same time when the lawyer said it was a chef in the kitchen preparing food and Kenneka was in the kitchen. Then the court paper said Kenneka was in the kitchen at 3:22 or 3:30. Man, that's just an hour theory, right? That ain't even no hour theory for me. That's one of the fuck up that I want to show y'all. That means they went in this area at 3:22. Cause this why you don't got the other timestamp. Look at it. This how timestamp supposed to show on the footage like this. Not with that motherfucker over here. That's the biggest cover up right there. They was here for an hour. Now you can believe that I know it ain't. They just walked down there, checking the bathroom, and they came back out. So why would the time skip in the kitchen? Right when they going back in there. See that? They on their way, and that's when the kitchen finna skip. So by the time they make it there, the camera's already out. It's over with, gang. It's over with. And then when I watched the video of that girl walking the house, when I tell y'all, if you take frames out of somebody carrying somebody, what you doing is you speeding up the walk process. Cause just say, you know what I'm talking about? Man, I just gotta show y'all the video. Bree is on the phone. Look who she talking to on the phone. We know it's somebody there at the hotel. You know what I'm saying? You cannot tell me if everybody believe Monique put her in the freezer. This when they'll put her on the lower level kitchen. That's why they went down there. Cause look, y'all don't think they went through their kitchen, went out the back door, went to the pool area. And then they walking down here. Look, an hour later, they shown down here.
They go into the kitchen this way or just go up the escalator, because none have explained exactly where they searched for Kenneka. Now, 4:24 a.m., the kids walked to the back or wherever
Look,
the kids walked to the
y'all see that red box just went off? It's somebody down here. The other red box just went off and she didn't even hit that frame
4:24
yet. Man, that's cold blooded, man. They were missing 4 fucking hours. I'm really pissed. It just really made me mad as fuck, gang. This made me mad as fuck. Watch when Monifa come out. I mean, Shemaya come out. So they want everybody to be thinking that when they came down to food court hall, they instantly came down the stairs. Hell no. Watch when she come. Look, y'all see that right there. Y'all see that? Look, she finna come out the. Y'all look at that shit, bro. Now, who in the second red box? Who in the second red box? Cause look, look, it ain't no light reflection. Cause they would have came on soon when the door opened. Look, the door opened, that light came on. See that? Bye, y'all. And watch what Shemaya do. Since that red box went off, you gonna have to look behind you. Boom! There you go. Boom! That's why they down here, gang. If everybody believed it, this when Kenneka made it to the fucking lower level kitchen and was locked in there at this time. See what I'm saying? That's the whole cover up. That's why she ain't touching the doors with her fucking sleeves. That's why she got her sleeves in there, cause she don't have to touch nothing but her hand like Monifa wasn't touching nothing but her hand. Man, Audrey, man, my head hurt right now. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't do. If you say the nigga should be right there, she is. Where else she gonna be? She ain't in the pool no more. This what got a lot of people screwed up because they looking at this matching with this. They made this match with that. That don't go together in that same sequence. Come out. Y'all. And look. So this how you have to look at it. You have to look at this at 3. And then go on the other camera and look at that at 4. So it'd be safe to say, look at this footage at 3 some and roll the other footage at 4 some. And you can see what the fuck going on. Look, then they talk to somebody in the kitchen. And that's why I showed y'all Peas grabs some keys, something off top of the fucking buffet table. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Look, cause they ain't explained why they was down here. Cause if you look at the front desk, before they went here, they was sitting in the lobby. The front and check this out. They was sitting in the lobby. I'm finna go to that police report, cause now it just fucked up everything. But the police, cause look, they was sitting in the lobby and the front desk told them, yeah, go to the back. And when he point to the back, this where they come to. To the kitchen, stayed in the kitchen for an hour. Mm, 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 mm. So when they all walk this way, they look, when they all walk this way, so they would be at 4:43. Mm, 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 mm. And look where he goes. He did the same thing they did. So he went there. This how you cover up for the staff and the friends. And this where video insurance come in at. They got video around this time of the cover up. That's why you got him walking with his black gloves on. He got black gloves on. Look, black gloves on, Jack. Pow, pow. I'm saying. But yeah, gang, that's all I just want to show because you got what I broke down in the autopsy report. Put all this. Tasha just revealed to us in so many words she had access to water. It was in her cavities, her lungs or her chest cavities, and her head was swollen. Right? Then her leg, watch this. Look at this picture. This Photoshop. Just because when you go up to her, look how her knee popped out. Man, that girl knee popped out of socket, Jack. And then once you look right up at her, look how they photoshopped it. Hell, you gonna get a budge right here. They're supposed to be coming in. I know I ain't the only one seeing this shit. If you look at this, Come on, gang. It's Photoshop right up in here. Right here. They had to put this evidence marker to cover up the kneecap. Cause if you look how it can look at a hole. This shit don't even look like. Mm, 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 mm. So boom. Then when I was looking at this, look at her foot. Look at this. Right? Now, if you look at the foot, it's like it's something, some grease or something. I don't know what's that spot on the foot. I guess they try to. I don't know what the fuck it is, but why it don't look like this? It's different on that side, and then look, this one she had threw up it. So somebody cleaned it up and then put an ice up on her toe. Man, this the worst goddamn cover up. And this the worst cover up that it is. Once it started making sense to me, man, I'm like, man, I ain't realized how slow I was. Cause I don't know nothing about this shit, bro. But if you keep looking into it, eventually you will become an expert. Uh, how she would be walking and on her shoe, look at the bottom of her shoe, right? Why her feet ain't like that? Mm, 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 mm. Then they went to the point to cover up the tattoos. But how this get behind her? And how this came off her fucking arm? Then you got plastic. This shrink wrap. This shit that we need to cover up our food, or you know what I'm saying, wrap up our lettuce and all this old shit. So this gave me an indicator that, man, they probably had that girl wrapped up in shrink wrap plastic. If you have her wrapped up in shrimp wrap plastic and you got and she in a trash bag too, that explain all this shit. Then is then they'll look. Then once you look at it, you like, man, they done put the lip gloss in there. And look where they put it in. Then they put it in the most stupidest way. You mean to tell me, hold on, guys. And you mean to tell me why would you put it there? You could have just thrown that in there like the rest of them. Now you got to answer this. Was this door was open? Cause I don't never, cause this freezer door wasn't locked. I don't even think the cooler was locked. Cause the beverage manager went straight in here. It wouldn't make no sense for this part to be locked if you know you finna come in here and discover the lock. That's why he went in there so fast, right? And he had his keys dangling so you could see it. So you could see it be like, damn, man, went in there and unlocked the freezer now. Come on, gang. Oh, hey man, don't be trying to come in my chat, be small, cause I will fire your ass up. You know what I'm talking about? I know this shit was a year ago, but nobody didn't know this till I said this shit. Hold on. That what I said about this camera showing at 3 and they going and were missing for a whole hour. Explain that. You must knew that too then, right? Did you know that? Did you know that a year ago? God damn it. Come on, bro. What I'm talking about? I mean, shit. That's what you gonna tell. Ain't this what you gonna tell the lawyer when he tell the judge? Yeah, we got evidence at the time scale. You think the judge gonna say, "Oh man, that was a year ago"? You know what I'm talking about? But like I said, I just try to do the best I can, gang. That's all. I just got passionate about the case, and that's the only way to keep it alive. To keep mentioning the name and keep mentioning, you know what I'm saying, what they did to her. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna keep screaming it. Y'all put her in that freezer and y'all kill her. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm gonna say that for the rest of my motherfucking life. This shit scarred me, Jack. Man, this case had this shit. Look, this case really did something to me, man, because I can't stop talking about it. I think about it every minute. I mean, the way they did the way she in the freezer, the way her friends did her, and then the way the family, you know what I'm saying, how they did the family, and and I done been through a lot with this case. And I done bleed in so many conspiracy theories, man. At one point in time, he was so full of straight Jack. I'm talking about, man. I mean, that YouTube pressure is a motherfucker. But once you got man thousands of people in your chat telling you to go harder, and you know what I'm saying, the harder than you know what I'm talking about. And you ain't got no choice, cause I feel like it, man, you know what I'm saying, man, these folks, everybody wanna know the truth. So when I go live, I just try to do the best I can to show you what I got, what I present, show you what other YouTubers got, and try to all I just want us to come together and come together, man, and get this story right. Cause look, if this at 3 o'clock and they going into the kitchen, they just proved to me that they was gone for 40 minutes. And what they'll be doing for down there 40 minutes to an hour, putting Kenneka in the freezer, gang. And when they did it, look, watch this. Look, when they put, cause you keep this in mind, they was down there not that long on the lower level kitchen. So whatever they was in for 45 minutes, when they put her in the freezer, it didn't take them long for them to go and put her in there. Cause, cause soon when they got down there, this happened. But look, watch this. This really finna put the icing on the goddamn cake. This was gonna put the icing on the cake. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Right, girl? Cause look what this camera showing. 4:23 on this camera. And look, watch this. I'm gonna show you where they were coming from. Now you only see them two come down, right? You just only see them two finna come up the escalator. Look, TY, look. That's why Monifa got her head down. Now she's sick as a dog. Look, now she's sick as a dog. So your whole mood changed from going to search and when you found and you put it in the freezer. This what? Come on and look what TY finna do. His feet wet. indicated that came from the pool. Because if you watch the front deck, you know where the red jacket was at and the maintenance man. According to this footage, where the maintenance man in the red jacket, there'll be something to sleep on. That's how much I watch the footage, gang, because I'm telling y'all, everything I say, when it comes to that, one thing I do get on point, those time skills and those goddamn, look, those time skipping on each camera, cause I bet you this camera ain't gonna show them walking at 3:23. Show me if they came through here right at 3:32. I mean at 3:22. Food court hall, is you gonna see them on this camera at 3:25 or 3:23 or 3:24? Answer that for me. Once I was looking at that airport video and I'm like, man, that's what I was trying to explain to everybody. They forgot to do some of the shit they were doing on the other camera. Cause look, the shit they were doing, they couldn't all do it in one day. You got to stall the video because you got about 100 some cameras to fuck with. And these folks all over the hotel. So you ain't gonna get to every fucking camera. You know what I'm saying? And if you do get to every kind of camera, you can't edit it the way that you need it to be edited. Hi y'all. Hi y'all. I just hope, man, that I struck somebody tonight and be like, man, look, keep her name alive, Jake. But she, we see what you saying. You know what I'm talking about? Look at the time, 4:24. Show me if they gonna be walking here at 3. Cause keep this in mind, right? If you see them walking in, why this camera showing 4 o'clock and not 3 and matching up with food court hall that's at 3? Why you don't got 2 side stamps on this? Y'all, hi y'all, Jack. Yeah. Like I said, gang, man, her case gonna get the recognition that she need. I'm depending on, first of all, I already know the Most High already did his miracle. He already doing his work, but I know he working mysterious. So his justice might don't be the same justice that we might. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all, appreciate, hold on, y'all. Appreciate that Cali girl. Yeah, appreciate the cash out gang, Jack. But time support really just showed me if I'm looking away the way I'm looking at it, when that girl got beat up, they started from the freezer first. But then when she found that, so when autopsy came back in, they gonna start from the camera. She walked in the freezer, allegedly. They want y'all to start from right there in the autopsy report. Even the autopsy report said autopsy is not going to be found until they release all the footage to the coroner. So that means everything that's in this autopsy report don't have to match the video. And from what I can see in investigating this shit, it don't even match the autopsy. Cause when they watched that video, they knew they had a murder cover up. So what they did, left a lot of shit out. And use other words to make you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, gang, I got the JFK assassination coming up. President, oh, I got some tea on him, and I got all the paperwork. They done released all the documents, pictures. You know what I'm saying about? So, as I got to say about this autopsy report of John F. Kennedy. I mean, it's over with for the FBI and the Fed, because I can pinpoint who really shot the president. I just don't know the name, but yeah, I can show you who shot the president. Cause remember, when it comes to JFK assassinated President Kennedy, only video they showed y'all was the Zapruder frame. They ain't never showed y'all. Watch this. It's the news was out there. Anytime when the president coming out and you got people out there, you finna have all the news station out there with their cameras. Right? Why do you think they only showed the Zapruder frame when it comes to his assassination? Mm, mm, mm. And where is the whole news footage they would have called assassination too? Mm, 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 mm. So you mean to tell me the Zapruder film only just got the assassination of Kennedy? The last time I checked, I seen 3 cameramen standing next to him with cameras. And one of them looked like they had a production camera. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. They ain't said nothing about him with the camera. Oh, shit. Yeah, gang, I'm going to get on up out of here, gang. I just want to share my thoughts with y'all and see can we all come together and come to a conclusion like, man, look, cause I know I'm not that far off the track. I know I'm not far off. I'm hitting it on the nail. I want to expose a lot too, cause I'm seeing some funny shit. I'm like, and it ain't cool at all. I'm addressed it when I had a chance. I appreciate that, baby, little day, Trey. You doing a great job. I'll be there to anybody who deserves justice, cause you are about the facts and evidence and the truth and truth. That's what I'm saying. I just try to then make it so bad. Shit. I'm just reading everything they were present to us. Cause if I know one thing about the Kenneka Jenkins case, I'm gonna tell y'all something. The most important footage that I should have looked really more into was the parking lot footage. I wasn't looking at the parking lot footage the way I needed to, just because I didn't see anything that would have sparked my interest. And boy, was I wrong. And was I wrong. It's other videos that I don't watch and be like, damn, should have saved that fucking footage. Cause these gonna be one of these cases, right? Cause it could just say when Kenneka do get justice and your ass open, I bet my last dollar mother gonna be like, man, I feel dumb as hell. Cause I don't know, I feel dumb by listening to Scrape Drop I feel dumb listening to King Rob. I feel dumb to just even hearing all these stupid ass conspiracies. And actually was sitting up here with thinking. It was like, that's the reason why they said this shit. Let me look into it. And the whole time, we listening to the killers. And we listening to the killers. And that changed my whole thing about YouTube. Because I thought about it one day. And I said, man, that move straight drop and chose the king them, that move they done did. I want to know who else did it and got away with it. Oh, Kenneka Jenkins even had. How many people, what case that we done heard about that somebody died, you and actually the YouTuber did it, gave us the content about keeping it. Cause shit, straight drop done it, and I know they weren't even the first to do it. Cause shit, look how many YouTubers that done killed their husbands and wives before this shit. You know what I'm talking about? They played the role like that relationship out peaches and cream. But how y'all, Jack? Y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna go live tomorrow. You know what I'm talking about? And we gonna go back over this. And I got that JFK, that John F. Kennedy assassination. I'm bringing back the Orient Austin case. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna look at all the murders they were back, the John Bonet, all the cold cases. I've been on a John Bonet. I'm infatuated with John Bonet Ramsey murder case. How many of y'all like the John Bonet Ramsey case? So I like those kind of cases that really would make you think. I'm a thinking type person. I think deeply. I mean, I love to think because I get a high off of thinking. I like how the way my mind think. Sometimes it frustrates me, but I like how it be ticking. So those cold case murder cases and it really just like the Shanquella case. Everybody know it ain't nothing conspiracy about that case, right? We know she was beat up. It's video proof about it, and we knew all the friends set the shit up. It's the same thing for Kenneka. If them motherfuckers didn't interfere, if them motherfuckers didn't come up with this dumb shit, we would have looked, and they would have tricked us, and we would have, man, look, Kenneka case would have been in a. I ain't gonna lie, Kenneka case would be different. But let me ask y'all this. Do y'all know the lawyer seen straight drop on the video? Let me ask y'all that. Lawyer on the case. Anybody on the footage, she gonna find out. This $1 million lawyer. And so you think he didn't see straight drop on the footage, or Miss Teresa didn't point that out to him? I'm quite sure Miss Teresa told him everything that she done found out about the case. Then King Rob, and then once you listen to what they were actually saying, even though half of that shit was bullshit, but them folks said some key shit gang they should have never said. Like straight drop, 130 or 230. You be the judge. And I know what he meant by when he said 130. Hi y'all. Come on. Y'all see what's going on. But I'm gonna get on out of here, gang. Trick ain't love y'all, man. Y'all be cool and y'all be safe. How y'all, chat?